Climate change is a term we hear often, but what does it really mean? At its core, climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. These changes are not just natural fluctuations, they are now primarily driven by human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. This process is rapidly altering the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems, impacting everything from the air we breathe to the stability of our weather. Understanding this concept is the first step toward addressing the global challenge we all face. Main driver of recent climate change is human activity. Our reliance on fossil fuels for energy, transportation, and industry releases massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, accumulate and disrupt the Earth's natural systems. As a result, we see more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and shifting seasons. Recognizing our role in this process is crucial for finding solutions and making meaningful changes. One of the most visible signs of climate change is the steady increase in global temperatures. Since the industrial era, the Earth's average temperature has risen significantly. In fact, 2024 was recorded as the hottest year in history, consistently surpassing previous records. This warming trend is not just a number, it affects every corner of the globe, from melting ice caps to heat waves in cities. The data is clear: our planet is getting warmer and the consequences are becoming harder to ignore. Greenhouse effect is a natural process that keeps our planet warm enough to support life. However, human activities are increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. These gases act like a thermal blanket, trapping solar heat and preventing it from escaping back into space. As this blanket thickens, the Earth's temperature rises, leading to the changes we are witnessing today. Understanding this effect helps us see why reducing emissions is so important. Carbon dioxide and methane are the most notable greenhouse gases contributing to climate change. These gases are released from burning fossil fuels, agriculture, and deforestation. As they accumulate, they intensify the greenhouse effect, causing more heat to be trapped in the atmosphere. This process accelerates global warming and disrupts weather patterns, making our climate less predictable and more dangerous. Planet's ecosystems are finely balanced, but climate change is rapidly altering this equilibrium. Rising temperatures and changing weather patterns affect forests, oceans, and wildlife. Species struggle to adapt and some face extinction. Coral reefs bleach, forests burn, and animal migration patterns shift. These changes not only threaten biodiversity, but also the resources and services that humans depend on for survival. Climate change does not affect everyone equally. Approximately 3.6 billion people, or 40% of the world's population, live in areas highly susceptible to climate impacts. These regions face increasing threats from severe heat waves, catastrophic flooding, and prolonged droughts. Vulnerable communities often have fewer resources to adapt, making them more exposed to the dangers of a changing climate. Extreme heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense due to climate change. These events pose serious health risks, especially for the elderly, children, and those with pre-existing conditions. Heat stress, dehydration, and heat stroke are just a few of the dangers. Cities are particularly vulnerable, as concrete and asphalt absorb and retain heat, creating urban heat islands. Climate change is intensifying both flooding and drought around the world. Warmer air holds more moisture, leading to heavier rainfall and catastrophic floods. At the same time, shifting weather patterns can cause prolonged dry spells, resulting in severe droughts. Both extremes threaten food security, water supplies, and livelihoods, especially in vulnerable regions. Healthy ecosystems are our strongest allies in the fight against climate change. Mangroves, forests, and other natural carbon sinks are incredibly effective at absorbing carbon from the atmosphere. By protecting and restoring these spaces, we can help prevent further climate degradation and support biodiversity. Nature-based solutions are essential for a sustainable future. Carbon sinks are natural systems that absorb more carbon than they release. Forests, oceans, and wetlands are prime examples. These systems help regulate the Earth's climate by removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. However, deforestation and pollution threaten their ability to function, making it crucial to protect and restore them. Scientists and international agreements such as the Paris Agreement emphasize the importance of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees C above pre-industrial levels. Staying within this threshold is vital to avoiding the most catastrophic impacts of a changing climate. Every fraction of a degree matters, and urgent action is needed to meet this goal. Limiting warming to 1.5 degrees C can make a significant difference in reducing the risks of extreme weather, sea level rise, and loss of biodiversity. Exceeding this threshold increases the likelihood of irreversible damage to ecosystems and human societies. The science is clear: every action counts in keeping warming as low as possible. Addressing climate change requires global cooperation. Agreements like the Paris Agreement bring countries together to set targets for reducing emissions and adapting to impacts. Collaboration ensures that all nations, big and small, contribute to the solution and share knowledge and resources. Failing to act on climate change will have severe economic, social, and environmental costs. From damaged infrastructure to lost crops and increased healthcare expenses, the price of inaction far outweighs the investment needed for solutions. Taking action now is not just about the environment, it's about our future prosperity and well-being. Transitioning to renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower is essential for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. These clean energy options are becoming more affordable and accessible, offering a sustainable path forward. Investing in renewables helps create jobs, improves air quality, and supports climate goals. Improving energy efficiency in homes, businesses, and transportation can significantly cut emissions. Simple actions like using LED lighting, insulating buildings, and driving fuel-efficient vehicles make a big difference. Efficiency saves money and resources while helping the planet. Transportation is a major source of emissions. Shifting to electric vehicles, public transit, and cycling can reduce our carbon footprint. Cities around the world are investing in cleaner, more efficient transportation systems to support a sustainable future. Forests play a vital role in absorbing carbon and supporting biodiversity. Deforestation not only releases stored carbon but also destroys habitats. Protecting and restoring forests is a key strategy in fighting climate change and preserving life on Earth. Cities are on the front lines of climate change. Urban planning that includes green spaces, energy-efficient buildings, and sustainable transport can make cities more resilient. Smart city solutions help reduce emissions and improve quality of life for residents. While reducing emissions is crucial, we must also adapt to the changes already underway. Building resilient infrastructure, protecting coastlines, and preparing for extreme weather are all part of adapting to a changing climate. Communities that plan ahead are better equipped to handle future challenges. Climate change threatens food security by affecting crop yields and water availability. Sustainable farming practices such as crop rotation and reduced pesticide use help protect the environment and ensure a stable food supply. Supporting local and organic agriculture is another way to build resilience. Water is essential for life, but climate change is making water resources less predictable. Droughts, floods, and melting glaciers all impact the availability of clean water. Managing water wisely and investing in resilient infrastructure are key to securing this vital resource. Oceans absorb much of the excess heat and carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, but they are reaching their limits. Warming oceans lead to coral bleaching, sea level rise, and changes in marine life. Protecting our oceans is critical for a stable climate and healthy planet. Every person can make a difference in the fight against climate change. Simple actions like reducing energy use, choosing sustainable products, and supporting climate policies add up. When individuals act together, the impact is multiplied, creating momentum for larger change. Raising awareness about climate change is essential for inspiring action. Education helps people understand the science, impacts, and solutions. Schools, media, and community programs all play a role in spreading knowledge and motivating change. Innovation is key to solving the climate crisis. New technologies from carbon capture to electric vehicles offer hope for a cleaner future. Supporting research and development accelerates progress and brings creative solutions to scale. Strong leadership and effective policies are essential for tackling climate change. Governments set the rules and incentives that shape our energy systems, transportation, and land use. Leaders who prioritize climate action can drive the systemic changes needed for a sustainable world. Young people around the world are leading the call for climate action. From organizing marches to developing innovative solutions, youth are demanding a safer, more sustainable future. Their voices are powerful and inspire hope for real change. Climate change is a challenge that affects us all regardless of where we live. Addressing it requires shared responsibility, cooperation, and a commitment to future generations. By working together, we can build a more resilient, sustainable, and just world for everyone.